planet Earth. It's time for another edition of Radio Wilder with Harry playing the greatest music ever made from around the world, along with Wilder news flashes, the Hot Wilder t-shirts. Click on store on RadioWilder.com to see how you can get one and how it helps the Be Kind to People project. You buy, you help. Now crank it up for 60 years of music, stories, and life. Here's Harry.
Evening, Wilder ones. How's it going tonight? Friday night, special night. All Friday nights are special nights, unless you're a night worker and maybe you've had the day off to picnic and have a afternoon delight or something's made it great for you. But welcome to the show. Happy to have you, as usual. We're coming off the buzz of our Father's Day show. We got a really good response on that program. It was great to see our pops up there. Of course, I'm always thrilled to have my dad come in and do a tune for us at the end. That's a treat that I actually think we're pretty much alone and unique in that, in our jalopy here, that we have that available for ourselves. Good to see Dave's and Marlene's and T-Bone's and Chrissy's and everybody else that's on the program. We had a great time. The show went over big. We got a lot of good downloads on that show, and we're thrilled with that. Now, as we get through that show, we're looking forward to the next big show, which is the 4th of July. I finally realized that I had to get to work, put together the stickies, and what I found out was when you attack the Beatles and the Rolling Stones together, there is way too much ammo and info to do. So what I thought, depending on how the show goes over, I thought what I'd do was just show how they began, or more importantly, how they got over here, how they made the start, how they were the start of the British invasion in shortened form. So as I mentioned before, probably, but it's another teaser, what I did was I took the top 10 selling songs from each group, and I did them in descending order as far as the number 10 all the way up to build it up like Dick Clark and Casey Kasem and those old disc jockeys used to, lead me all the way up to number 1. I mean, they do it on Food Network. This is the greatest restaurant. This is the greatest. So we'll do that. Have a couple of deuces. We got some Deuces or Wilder, and we have some good sound bites in there from the boys themselves. At the same time, we also have a nice picture gallery. We've put up some videos in place of our normal videos, or in the video section, and we have some good pictures that we had. So I think it's going to be a good show, and I'm interested to see what you all think. And we alternate the songs, the Beatles, the Stones, the Beatles, the Stones, until we run it out. So very excited about that. That show will start on the 29th. That will be the Friday, the 29th. So, and of course, July 4th is somewhere in the week, Wednesday, I think it is, in the next week, but that's our July 4th special. So as far as news and notes, still getting, things are changing up at the site. We're going to be making some changes in the mellow meditation. We have, again, more pictures, more of this, more of that. We're constantly doing. Welcome again to some of our newer HDA members. Happy to have you aboard. So we're still getting requests. We're almost at the point where if we just do one a week, I think we'll be okay. We'll never be exactly equal, and I don't want to be equal. If you make me get to the point, which isn't making me, it's happy to do that. There are so many requests that we do 2 a show. That's great. That's perfectly wonderful. And it's funny, tonight, 2 of the requests are people. One is a client of ours that does a wonderful job for us, and the other is my sister-in-law, and they just happen to be 2 of the stickies. We don't have a lot of stickies. There have been groups you've heard of before, or we've had them on. Let's see what our range is here. We range from 58 to 2018, a smooth 60 years. I think we can lead it off with 4, and so I think what we'll do is the very first one is a sticky, and so I'll do that. And no, you know what? we'll just do the 4, let them go along. I think I like it better sometimes to just tell you what it is after and let the songs and let things get rolling. But it's a good show tonight. It's all across the board. Have a great Deuces, a real good rockin' Deuces this week. So best thing to do is get us started, get us rolling. Let's rock and roll. And there's nothing greater and nothing more fun than starting with 4 on the floor. So let's rock it.
I got a 4-letter word, but I don't care. A whole lot of drive to get me there. Seen a whole lot of wrong, to say the least. Spent a whole lot of time staring down the beast. Keep moving subject, matter around. Keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the ground. Keep moving subject, matter around. Keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the ground. Keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the ground. Keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the ground. I'm reaching out to the human radio to get a jump on 'em, a witch hunt on 'em. Get some money, throw the tantrum. The human radio is playing your anthem. The human radio is playing your anthem. The human radio is playing your anthem. The human radio is. I got a handful of friends that can't be bought. If you tell them you're the king, you're probably not. Got a brand new approach, and I ain't done. I'm the master of machines, a bullet on the run. Keep moving subject, matter around. Keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the ground. Keep moving subject, matter around. Keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the ground. Keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the ground. I'm reaching out to the human radio to get a jump on 'em, a witch hunt on 'em. Get some money, throw the tantrum. The human radio is playing your anthem. We scream, we die, we live. We want the world to know we are the human radio. We march, we fight, we live. We scream, we die, we live. We want the world to know we are the human radio. The human radio is playing your anthem. The human radio is. I'm reaching out to the human radio to get a jump on 'em, a witch hunt on 'em. Get a jump on 'em, get a jump on 'em. Get some money, throw the tantrum. Get some money, get some money. The human radio is playing your anthem. We scream, we die, we live. We want the world to know we are the human radio. We march, we fight, we live. We scream, we die, we live. We want the world to know we are the human radio. We march, we fight, we live. We scream, we die, we live. We want the world to know we are the human radio. We march, we fight, we live. We want the world to know we are the human radio.
Rosetta. Sweet Loretta Fat. She thought she was a cleaner, but she was a frying pan. Yeah, the pitch. The picker. Picks with the fingers, great. Okay.
grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Jojo. Go home. Get back, back to where you once belonged. Get back, back to where you once belonged. Get back, Joe. Sweet Loretta Martin thought she was a woman, but she was another man. All the girls around her say she's got it coming, but she gets it while she can. Oh, get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back to Red Hawk. Go home. Get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back. Thanks, Mo.
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves, and I hope we pass the audition.
I could have swore I saw fireworks from your house last night. As the lights flickered and they failed, I had it all figured out. Why do I do this to myself every time? I know the way it ends before it's even begun. I am the only one at the finish line.
saw the corner in the driving rain. I never saw her step into the street. Dreaming while you sleep. Dreaming while you sleep. Memories to keep. Dreaming while you sleep. Understand what went through my mind. I didn't stop to see what I had done. I had to keep on driving deep into the night. The miles between which saw my foot hit right. Dreaming while you sleep. Dreaming while you sleep. Memories to keep.
Genesis, Dreaming While You Sleep, 1991, Phil Collins. Leading us off, The Human Radio. I like to get all kinds of songs on here that have the word radio. It's a 2018 tune from Shinedown from the Attention album. This is another one of those groups that you're surprised, I'm surprised at the volume of work that they've put out, the longevity. And I know I've had notes from other people that, wow, they were surprised themselves. So they're an American rock band from Jacksonville. They formed in 2001. Their singer Brent Smith started the group, and they released, they've done 6 studio albums starting in 2003 and have had good success. In this album right here is a 2018, as I mentioned. They've sold over 10 million worldwide and have 12 number 1 singles. That's a shock. You might have recognized the second group without me telling you, but just in case, it's Get Back by the Beatles. And then Fireworks, which was a group introduced to me by Tony Naccarato from the Naccarato fame, when he's been one of our faithful listeners, when he sent me a note early on in the show and say, I'm sure you know this group. I'm sure you're aware of them, but they're this or they're that. And I said, actually, Tony, I don't know every group on the planet. Even in my collection, there's people I don't know, but he introduced me to them. And their First Aid Kit, and this is off their 2018 album called Ruins. The name of the tune is Fireworks. So that's our 4 to get out the door, and we're happy to have them. Next, we're going to go into 2, and then we're going to do a request. And it's going to be 2, so I'll start off the first one. It's a group called Weezer, and they're also an American rock group. They started in L.A. in 92 with Giffen Records. That's Dave Giffen. They started in 92. They released their first, they put an album out in 93. They didn't want to release a single. They wanted to see what word of mouth. Hey, that's well before social media. And what could happen? Well, a Seattle jock, this happens a lot in the world, Marco Collins, released a single off the album, and it, Undone, the Sweater song, leading Giffen to release the first single in video, which featured Weezer on a soundstage with a bar, or a pack of dogs swarming the set. It became an instant MTV hit, and they got their first big hit from the Make Believe album, which included what we have on right now, which I'm going to play, called Beverly Hills. Some of us would like parts of Beverly Hills. They're going to do Beverly Hills, and the second of the twosome takes us back to 66. It's Black is Black, Los Bravos. It's off the Rock and Roll Graffiti, which was one of Mike LeBeau's discs that he gave me. It's off of disc 29, which means nothing to anybody. But those 2 songs, we'll play them, and then we'll go into actually it's a sticker itself, but it's going to be a request. So let's go back to some more music, have some more dancing and some more singing, and we'll cruise along. It feels like a music night to me. It's the kind of night I know you all probably dance, and it's hot in some places. Certainly it is around here, so it's probably more slow dancing. But the music is nice right now. I've got a real good AC in the back of my head here in the dark cave. It's very, very nice. And speaking of the dark cave, Terry may have the long-lost footage of the cave, whatever he was able to save, that wasn't so dark, but that may be up on the site as we speak. So hopefully it is. So let's get on the road and let's go out and see what Beverly Hills looks like to you.
From isn't all that great. My automobile is a piece of crap. My fashion sense is a little whack, and my friends are just as screwy as me. I didn't go to boarding schools. Preppy girls never looked at me. Why should they? I ain't nobody, got nothing in my pocket. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. Living in Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills, rolling like a celebrity. Living in Beverly Hills. Look at all those movie stars, they're all so beautiful and clean. When the housemates rub the floors, they get the spaces in between. I wanna live a life like that. I wanna be just like a king. Take my picture by the pool, 'cause I'm the next big thing in Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be. Living in Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills. Rolling like a celebrity. Living in Beverly Hills. I don't stand a chance. It's something that you're born into, and I just don't belong. No, I don't. I'm just a no-class beat-down fool, and I will always be that way. I might as well enjoy my life and watch the stars play. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. Living in Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills. Rolling like a celebrity. Living in Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Yeah. Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Living in Beverly Hills.
Beaming out of planet Earth, you're now a part of A Night Out with Harry on RadioWilder.com.
Black is black. I want my baby back. It's gray, it's gray. Since she went away, oh, oh. What can I do? 'Cause I'm feeling blue. If I had my way, she'd be back today, but she don't in time to see me again. Oh, oh. What can I do? 'Cause I'm feeling blue. I can't choose, it's too much to lose. My love's too strong. Wow, baby, you see what come back to me that it can't go wrong. That
Los Bravos, Black is Black. When he first starts singing, it reminded me a little of a standard singer, Frankie Lane. There's a little that kind of a nasally beginning. And also, when I heard the last song, Beverly Hills, there was a line in there, not so much the words as the way he sang the line. I remember it reminded me exactly something out of one of Steve Miller's songs, but I didn't remember exactly what it was. So I'm going into our request, which is Jan Fechtman. Jan is a fabulous client of the Tenant Property Protection Group from New Jersey. We had a great time with her and her husband out in Los Angeles. We had a great time out in Beverly Hills, not really Las Vegas with them in the month of April. She's a very smooth operator, a lot of fun hanging out with the two of them. And we told her about the show. She was rather shocked. And so she put a request in, which rather shocked us because I didn't realize Jan wanted to crank it up as nicely as she did. So she had sent us out a little Motley Crue, came off of their greatest hits album, Home Sweet Home, and we're going to play that. However, that reminds me of a news flash, breaking news. This is good breaking news, not like the breaking news you see on the networks where you know there's horror coming your way. Matt Schaller, president of the Tenant Property Protection Group, his son, handsome Reed Schaller, the son of Matt and Heather Schaller, was drafted today in the Major League Baseball draft, drafted right at the early part of the third round. Number 101, I believe, was the number by the Washington Nationals. So a big clap out to Matt, a clap out to Heather, and he's a good boy. We enjoy. Don't put two stakes in front of Reed because they're gone. Big boy. Looks just like a big league pitcher. We were hoping he'd come out here at the Diamondbacks, but congratulations anyway. That's a wonderful, wonderful achievement, and I hope you have a great career. We'll find out where he goes. They have big leagues are a little bit different. Major league is, those of you that love the sports, you're pretty familiar with the most famous of drafts. Everybody knows about them, the NFL draft, how that works. You're drafted and you're going into the NFL. There isn't a junior league or AA or AAA. And there's a little bit, but not much in the NBA either. When you're drafted there, you're going to play ball. You may be an 18, 19-year-old going to play against a 28-year-old, and that's the way it goes. In Major League Baseball, it's different. They have farm systems or different leagues. They have like a AA or a single A, double A, triple A, and then the big league. So you work your way up. So it's kind of like Reed got a job. So he'll be employed, and then you earn your way up. And usually when you do that, you have a better chance of staying power when you make it to the big leagues. On the other side of the coin, when you're in the big leagues and you're not making it or not doing it, or you need a tune-up or whatever it is, you may drop back down to AAA, tune yourself up, and also when you're rehabbing on rehab assignments for injuries or illnesses, etc., you drop back into the system. So it works very nicely. I believe the NFL should have something like that, and same with the NBA. Now, the NBA, there's European basketball, but that's different. You're playing with older dudes over there. It's what would I say? It's above college competition for sure. So anyways, that's my sports rant, but very, very proud of Matt and Heather and of Reed. So congratulations. So we'll go out and we'll play Motley, and then we're going to play Heavy by Linkin Park. We've had some of theirs. We'll talk about them down the road a little bit later. Then I just feel like playing music tonight, but I will talk to you about a minor an up and down in the poker world that I had. It's very short and very quick, and actually it's kind of fun. So let's roll the chips, shuffle the deck, and let's get out and let Motley Crue come out. For you, Jen, and thanks for being such a great client. We really appreciate your business and the way that you are a very good partner.
You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, it doesn't mean they were always wrong.
I don't like my mind right now. Stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. Wish that I could slow things down. I wanna let go, but there's comfort in the panic. And I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me. Yeah, I drive myself crazy, 'cause I can't escape the gravity. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on to so much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on.
Why is everything so heavy? You say that I'm paranoid, but I'm pretty sure the world is out to get me. It's not like I made the choice to let my mind stay so fucking messy. I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same. I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on to so much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on. Why is everything so heavy?
I know I'm not the center of the universe. You keep spinning around me just the same.
I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same.
And I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me. Holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on. So much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Why is everything so heavy? Why is everything so heavy?
Motley Crue is an interesting group. They were hedonistic, known for their hedonistic, heavy metal, heavy metal. They had all kinds of overdoses. I'm not going to go into all that, why. They were a very successful metal band, but it's almost like if you look at their record, including a head-on collision with another car where one guy got killed in the car, they dedicated an album to him. They were both loaded, and they got sober. And then they actually reached a level of fame that they might have wished that they had reached when they were loaded to play the part. They used to open for Ozzy Osbourne, and then finally, after they got what they claimed they sobered up, isn't me saying it, they released Dr. Feelgood, and that title track, Kickstart My Heart, those two songs were nominated for Grammys. They had many, many breakups. You've heard about Tommy Lee and his lovely romances with, I can't think of her name right now. Anyways, the girl from Canada that he married 2 or 3 times. And they were ranked by MTV as the 10th greatest metal band. So there is a little bit background information on them. And so they've had a lot of good tunes out, and they played from 1981 to 2015. They broke up, and that's it for that particular group. So I'm thinking of, and thanks again, Jan, we appreciate it, all that you do for us, and a good partner. The poker story I was going to tell you is I went back as I was out playing in L.A. taking my beatings. It's about my, I think, second year. I had played at a casino. I came home after, I thought I was learning, and I'm going to take a picture one of these days of all the books that I have, and I thought I was learning, but I wasn't getting the gist of it still, which basically was you can't play poker the way you play cash game poker. You can't look and study your card. Of course, you've always got to look at your opponents and what's going on and what moods they're in, and every number. That goes with any kind of poker. It doesn't matter. But when you have your cash, you have different images, loose, tight, whatever it is, but it's your money. And if you buy, let's say you spend $500 in a tournament, they may give you $10,000 worth of chips. Well, you've run that $10,000 up to $100. You can't cash out and say, I've got $100 now. No, you've got $500 invested. So you go from there. But in a cash game, theoretically, you can walk in and win the first hand and win $1,000 and get up and say, that's enough. I've seen people do it. All my friends have seen it. It's very irritating to people, but it's perfectly legal and it's perfectly correct, and you're allowed to do it. I don't know that in a casino where they know you could make a big habit of doing that, but there's nothing wrong with it. You can do it. So I played at a small, it's maybe a year and a half into my 3-year thrashing. So I played at a teeny little casino up the hill from where we lived in Black Canyon City, and there was only about 20 people in. And I lucked out and got to split the title, if you will. And I think I won them $200 or something like that. It was a real cheapie. I really didn't play very well. I actually played more like the cash game. It just happened to work out. Sometimes the cards can screw around and make anything happen. So it gave me a false sense of security that I thought I was getting it and a little better, but I didn't really do the moves I'm supposed to. But I got pumped up after you get a beating. You're so happy to have a win. It's like getting a little water. So I go down to the bicycle club the night or the afternoon before I'm going to play in a tournament the next day at the bike club. And it was I think it was 2040 or 3060. I'm not going to get into what that means or how it means, but that's a pretty hefty little cash game. It's a limit game. Again, you can't just bet your whole car, but you can win, a few $1,000 in that game without a doubt. So I sit down, and there's 10 people at the table, and they're all foreigners. And what I mean by foreigners, Chinese, Vietnamese, etc., talking in their own language. Cool, they were fine. They're having a good time. I sat down, and I threw in about 2 hands. And on the third hand, I was dealt the Queen Jack of Spades. And I was last after the dealer led off. I was in the 10 seat. So everybody starts betting. So they bet, I think it was maybe 30-60. I bet 30, raise 30, raise 30, raise all the way around. Nobody folded. So by the time it came to me, I thought, well, the first round I'll throw it in. So I don't know what it cost me, 120 or something like that. So I put my chips in. You're there, I'm there to see the flop. And you could see everybody has, maybe what you call an MO. And some of the Vietnamese, they love to gamble. And same with some of the Chinese. They're gamblers. They'll go out and play any number of stuff with you and make wagers and bets. And so I figured this is a lively table. And some knew each other, but they were all talking to each other. It was nonstop. I didn't know anybody and didn't do any talking. So the flop, that's when they take, you have 2 cards. If you've seen it on TV, we played Hold'em, Texas Hold'em. Everybody has their 2 cards down. So remember, I had the Queen Jack of Spades. So on the flop came the 10, 9, 8 of spades. What does that give me? A straight flush. And from that position on, nothing can beat me. You could get an 8. Somebody would say, well, what happens if an ace king came out? Well, an ace king is only a flush. It's not a straight flush. I had a Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8 of spades. So I'm sitting there thinking, this is my pot. Well, usually that happens and you get check, check, check. Nobody bets. It's up to you. You're trying to weasel people into the money so you can get your share because it's such a great hand. I never had to do that. It's the only time in my life I didn't. One person bet, and here we went. Raise, all the way around to me. Maximum raising, and all I could do was put all my money in and say, okay, I had to kind of peek at my cards. I thought maybe I saw the Queen Jack of clubs. Did I fog up? No, you didn't fog up. So I'm thinking, okay. So they flip what's called 4th Street. So that was the next card. So 4 cards are up. It doesn't make any difference what the card was. Nothing could beat your hand. Again, Nobody. I don't even know if maybe one person dropped out. It was raising. You can't be sitting there with 8 and 9 people and everybody have a beautiful hand. So it was a matter of trying to bulldoze people out or bully people out is what they're trying to do. Because when I say 30-60, that means on that fourth card coming out, you can start betting your 60. So then it started to raise up a little, 60 and 60 and 60 and 60. So whatever it was, 240, 180, 240, whatever it cost. All I could do in this whole hand, by the way, is just get my money in at the end. I mean, just call everybody. I never got to make a bet. So last card came up. Again, it doesn't matter what it was. Who knows what it was. But I did take another peek to think if somehow some kind of sand had got my eyes. I was not seeing, but I knew better. So they raised it all the way up, all the way around. So I looked at this huge pile of money that I knew was mine, $2,000 or $3,000, whatever it was. 8 or 9 people firing in that much money. It was about $3,000. So when everybody bet all their money again, I put all my money in, and they started to show their hands, and I stood up and I said, tried not to be rude. I said, well, I don't know what game you all are playing, but to me, this looks like a straight flush. And everybody in all languages, including me, because I was stung, because I want to be rude about it. It's nothing to be rude. It's a pure 100% luckiest hand I've ever had. I've had luckier hands that have won me more money, but this was just a hand. You're dealt. The flop comes out, and you automatically own the pot for the rest of the time. And instead of people checking you and nobody betting, everybody bet like if I can bet the most, I win the pot. And that's how it was. So I reached out and took all, and I'm thinking about it right now, put my hands out in front of me, and I'm just pulling all, and it's about from me to the apple, pulling all those chips in to Harry, pull them in, and it took me about 4 hands just to stack the money, and that's the truth. So I played about another hour and walked out of there with about a $3,000 winner. The point of this is, and then I'm thinking, I knew that's pure luck. That has nothing to do about any skill whatsoever, period. There's nothing to say other than 100% luck. So the next day I went out to the casino, did not play well, went back to some of my old habits because I thought winning $150 at this casino, splitting in first place, was my victory. So I did go home very profitable, though, because the tournament only cost me $500. So I went home a winner, even though my ability to get to the bigger tourneys of the World Series didn't have much to do with anything that I got done then. All right, so we got done with Motley Crue, finished that off for Jan, got Linkin Park in, and now before anything comes along, Terry, this is your big moment where Davey's going to take us into the Deuces or Wilder, and we have Jeff Beck's classic, The Morning Dew, and I believe Rod Stewart is singing on it, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have a beautiful cover, and it's covered by a strange little group that I got off a CD I had a long time ago, and it's Texas Garage Bands, Volume 2. You might be able to buy it on eBay or something, because it's old-time stuff, but it's a great cover. So we'll hit that. Let me see what else we got here. Wow, you could almost do 3 in a row, but I don't like to do that after the Deuces. Can I get you 4? We'll figure that all out. You had a couple of nice ones. So let's let them play some more music and see how it is. We're not near the Morning Dew right now, but we're letting them come out, and you're going to hear a lot of great musicians in the first one and a wonderful cover in the second. We'll come back out of the shoot and we'll take a look. Maybe we'll go to the store. Maybe we'll go back and follow the Texas Garage Bands in with another big Texas group, or maybe that and it's something from 1958. We'll have to find out.
The greatest songs in rock and roll history with the coolest covers. It's time for Harry's Deuces Are Wilder. Great songs, great covers.
Walk me out in the morning dew, buddy. Please walk me out in the morning dew sometime. Can't walk you out in no morning dew. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Can't walk you out in no morning dew. Thought I heard a young man crying. Thought I heard a young man crying today. You didn't hear no young man crying. You did not hear no young man crying. Oh, I heard a young girl crying. Oh, I heard a young girl crying. You did not hear no young girl crying. I'm sorry, but you know it is. You did not hear no young man crying. Now there is no more morning dew. Now there is no more morning dew. What they've been saying all these goddamn years has come true. I knew it would. Now there's no more morning dew. Now there is no more morning dew at all. Now there is no more morning dew. Because what they've been saying
want to look them up, if you can find them individually off the Texas Garage Bands, Volume 2, it's called Sweet Smoke. Morning Dew, I've always liked that. That's off of Jeff Beck's Truth album, 1968. It has a lot of great tunes on it. Okay, so as I'm looking things over, I think what we can do is do a little shopping over at the Enquirer store and get the latest and greatest. A couple of your favorites will be on here, so we'll do that. And then I think we'll come back and do we'll do 3. Then we'll stop and honor the next request from my family member, give her the credit, and then we'll go out the door with 3. That way everything's good. We've got a nice the reunion concert by Siegel Schwall, Hush Hush Live. That's different than Deep Purple's Hush Hush. It's a blues tune, and it'll take us out. It's a real nice live tune. But let's get back to real business now.
It's a Radio Wilder news flash, because inquiring minds and behinds want to know.
And I don't know what the deal is, because I've read the Enquirer forever. I guess because of, the Brits and what the heck's going on and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We always have a little something there. But we're going to lead it off today and talk about John Bonet. But this is kind of a more positive thing, if there's anything positive. Apparently that the Boulder police have put together an elite cold case team, and they've convinced John Bonet's dad that they're serious about that because he thinks everybody's bungled it along, and they just want to find out who did it, bring him to justice, as anybody would. So after 21 years after the murder, he has ordered them to, and given permission, whatever it takes, to exhume the body, because they say they've shared evidence with him based on the fact that they believe if they see the body, they can tie this together or something like that. I'm making that little bridge up, but that's somewhat, otherwise you wouldn't be doing it. But he looks, he's very positive. Somebody has actually taken the ball and doing something about it. And we would all want to do the same thing. So I don't think that's ugly, but you can go from ugly to evil. And we're back to the old pal OJ. So evil, they say, OJ is living it up. The ex-con, he's crying poverty. Remember we told you many, many, many shows ago where he shuffled his money off when his son was young enough to where he slips his money in. Well, regardless of where he gets any money, he's eligible between the NFL and I forgot what else, but I think it's in here, to the tune of he gets about $25,000 a month, so you can live pretty decently. But he cries poverty, but he drives a beautiful Bentley, golfs all the time. He stiffed the Goldman family out of $70 million. And he's banking $300 a year. He's chasing the babes. He's always chasing the babes. And to top of it all, to tease everybody on his beautiful Bentley when he drives up, an insider says he's a disgrace. He's a disgrace, sniffed an insider. He has a handicap sticker on his Bentley. So there's old Jay moving along like OJ. Man, I can remember when he came out of college, USC, stud, went to the Bills, stud, went on to Hertz. What a career. You just wonder, how in the world? But that's why humans are why humans. Can you give that up? It's not just the dough. You got everything in the world going, but that's just how it goes. All right, now we move from one criminal to another. Mr. Bill Cosby was caught with dope on. He's smoking dope, and he's on house arrest at his. He's spending his final days in his $5 million mansion. His final days of freedom. He's shuffling around his $5 million mansion, smoking weed, gorging himself on. These are what the name of these are: reduce guilt chips. All the while obsessively scratching off lotto tickets. And how do we know all this? Because the NE, that's of course, those are my initials for the National Enquirer, went outside into his garbage can, found over 300 scratched out lotto ticket, roaches, and we're not talking about cockroaches, we're talking about the roaches that are associated with weed, and dozens of chip bags. So that's how Bill, so I'm wondering, the question to me would be, who cares if you win the lotto? You're in the clink for the rest of your life. So I guess it would thrill. I don't know what it would do, but that's what OJ's up. I mean, that's what they're both crook, but Bill's actually a real crook now. He's in the clink, and I shouldn't make light of it. He had enough evidence again that put him away. You won't see much of Bill anymore, nor do I think they'll be having reruns or anything else. All right, so we're going to go over to the gift shop. Now, everybody's aware the wedding went on. Here's my British take. Everybody knows it was successful. Harry and Meghan, despite all the stories we've read about them, secret weed dealing, ex-secret husbands, you name it, poor old Harry. I don't like that again, that in front of it. But this doesn't say that. This is a coin, a very exclusive, limited edition proof of Harry and Meghan. They're on the front, and the St. George's Chapel is on the back. Limited release. It's a full-color portrait of Harry and Meghan. This is a very simple, easy thing. So those of you, and I know there were a lot of people, because I had people tell me, I taped it. I was snoozing away, I'm sure, with that, or drinking my coffee, and I was not too keen about the wedding. But I'm happy for them, and hope it works out great. But you can pick this up for $39.99. Of course, if you can't fork over the $39.99, there's 2 payments, $19.95. It's got a guarantee of 365 days. Of course, they always say it's limited edition, and you better hurry to get it. But 1-877-212-1942 gives you a direct line in to order it. It's $39.99. Honestly, I don't want to take this away from them. So those of you that aren't interested in the wedding, maybe you could come up with one of those payments of $19.99 and ship it off to the kids. Make it an even $20 to the Be Kind People Project. I don't want to take anything away from wherever this is coming from, whoever put this together, but I don't think they're going to miss 1 or 2. And the Be Kind People's doing pretty good, so we're happy about that. All right, so we took care of the Enquirer and enjoyed every single minute of it. I'm going to go back to Texas. We're going to do some ZZ Top off the Eliminator album, 1983, Sharp Dressed Man. Pop back to the oldest song that we had. Those of you remember, that 16th birthday. We're going to do the 16 Candles with the Crests, and then ELO, otherwise known as Electric Light Orchestra. This is off the movie score, the movie track called American Hustle. It's 10538 Overture. We're going to do those 3, and then we're going to stop and honor the request from my one of my fave sister-in-laws, and I really like being around her and her hubby. We have a great time together, and we probably spend $30, $40, $50 at Wiener Schnitzel, so we're having a good time whenever that happens. So let's go out to ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man, the Texas Trio.
Clean shirt, new shoes, and I don't know where I'm going to. Silk suit, black tie, I don't need a reason why. They come running just as they can. 'Cause every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man. No watch, diamond ring, I ain't missing not a single thing. Cuff rings, stick in. When I step out, I'm gonna do you in. They come running just as fast as they can. Every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man. a short best man. That's all fine.
Happy birthday, baby. Oh, I love you so. 16 candles make a lovely light, but not as bright as your eyes tonight. Blow out the candles, make your wish come true. For I'll be wishing that you love me too. You're only 16, but you're my teenage queen. You're the prettiest, the loveliest girl I've
Radio Wilder t-shirt. Click on store on RadioWilder.com. Number one with over 60 years of music, life, and stories. Harry on RadioWilder.com.
Jeff Lynne in the LO, otherwise known as the Electric Light Orchestra. That again was from the American Hustle 2013. All right, request time. Carly Christine Slusser, otherwise known as Carly Pierce. And this dedication goes out to Valerie Sintas, the sexy Italian model, wife of Jack Sintas, mom of Taylor, and I don't know if any two people that I have more fun with when I'm at their house, and as I pointed out before, the rules of engagement are not sipping tequila when you're over Jack's house. It's a beer and a tequila shot and many shots and more shots, and the next thing you know, you're terrorizing the Wiener Schnitzel or Chico's tacos for $30, $40, $50 with the food that if in a normal situation you would put out $8 or $9. But it's more fun. Val's a wonderful girl. She's got a big, great heart. And Jack, again, the two of them, Jack is a consummate artist and very obsessive about his art, which is what you needed to be successful. Val has taught most of her life, done special ed, so that shows you again what a big heart that she's got. So we're going to play this one, and I guess she picked it up when she hung out there. She spent a lot of time up in Kentucky with her daughter and Taylor's husband, Brandon, and they have the new little baby, Kylie. Well, she's not a new little baby anymore. She's the youngest picture on our website. She'll be coming up 3, I believe, end of this month, June, or early July. So I think she picked this song up while she was there. She hung out in Nashville back and forth, meaning Valerie did. And so it's called Every Little Thing. Carly Pierce is the woman, and it's off the Every Little Thing album. And when she did her debut, which is this song, this single in the album, it peaked at number 1. So Val, happy to send it out to you. Hope you and Jack and Brandon and Taylor and Kylie are all doing great. We'll see you sometime in July. So we're going to play this all by itself, let it play, and then I'll come back and we'll see what we have left to music ourselves out with. How does that sound? Okay? Great. Here comes Val. I hope you enjoy it.
The sand that you left on my pillow, the sound of your heartbeat with mine, the look in your eyes like a window, the taste of your kiss soaked in wine. Every little thing, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. Guess you forgot what you told me, because you left my heart on the floor. Baby, your ghost still haunts me, but I don't wanna sleep with him no more. Every little thing, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. say time is the only healer. God, I hope that isn't right, 'cause right now I die to not remember every little thing. I remember every little thing. The high, the hurt, the shine, the sting. Every little thing. I remember every little thing. I'm haunted by the memories of every little thing. The high, the hurt, the shine, the sting. Every little thing.
So the more I listen to that, I hope it is for you, Val, and not for Taylor, because your two requests, I know you put them in. I think there was another Carly Pierce. They were close, but this was under your name in your email, so I'll hopefully enjoy it. If not, we'll flip-flop when it's Taylor's turn, when her tune comes up. But that was Carly Pierce, Every Little Thing. Okay, so when I go to next week's show, we don't have to say number this or number that. We already talked about it enough for the last 2.5 months. We're going to go to the British big boys, the Beatles and the Stones, come out on the 29th. It's going to be our most fleshed out show that we've done as far as sound bites and video and pics, all associated with one show. And I'm interested to see how you like them as the people that listen, because you call the shots now that it is a show. So if you can tell by how many people listen to it and the downloads, etc. Oh, and by the way, I forgot that we had saw the analytics today and picked up our 30th country. The country of Colombia came in. Happy to have it. I was kind of expecting, I cheated a little bit. My buddy Bill was out in, he went on a river cruise, and I asked him to cheat and see if he could pick up Hungary for me. And I know Bill listens to the show. In fact, we have a picture on the site of him wearing the shirt in Budapest. But maybe he didn't download it, or he downloaded it on the boat and it didn't score as Hungary, or it's behind a week. So I would be honest about it. I've asked for 2 countries. I asked Bill for Hungary, and I asked Mike LeBeau if he could give me China. Otherwise, they're all honest, and they've all come in properly, so I don't know where Colombia came from. But 30 is a round number, which is about 29 more than I thought 8-9 months ago. This is show 36, and counting some flashbacks and stuff, we've probably done about 40 shows, about 10 months. So thrilling. All right, so I don't have anything else to say about next week. We'll let the show stand out for its own, the 29th, and I hope it does cause fireworks. Again, everybody's heard the songs, but it's going to be done a little bit different way. And when you alternate them, listen to them. I enjoyed it myself when I heard it, and I've heard them all, except there were 1 or 2 songs that I was shocked. There was one, especially on the Rolling Stones, I thought that was one of their best sellers, but it's documented in gear, and it's all. I think you'll enjoy it. It'll have some extras, and it may require, to get the full joy of it, if you go out to iTunes, and if you're one of the iTuners, and we get good downloads there, we're getting just the music list. So if you want to see the videos, if you care to listen to the program and then see the pics and the videos, there'll be plenty of them, and some stories. I'll tell some stories, or give you some info. But all that stuff is going to be up on the website, so you may want to take a peek there. So thanks again for listening. We appreciate it. Welcome, Colombia. Happy with all other 29 countries other than the U.S. Canada's been picking up a lot lately. That's nice. We very much appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the Father's Day show. Everybody else did. So I'm pumped up looking to next week. I'm always pumped up looking. So you already know what all the songs are going to be. You don't know what the order is. So we have an opportunity to go out and close everything out with 3. So we got a 60s, an 80s, and a 90s. I mentioned the 1990s tune, Hush Hush. That's the last one to take you out. It's live, so that'll give you a little different thing. And then we're going to go do a Creedence Clearwater song, Green River. That's a 69. and then a little espresso love from Dire Straits. So again, have yourself a wonderful weekend. We very much appreciate every week with the additional folks joining the program. It's wonderful. We're happy. Please send in your request. And any contributions or any suggestions you have, we would appreciate it. We've got over 100 downloads just of the mellow yoga meditation, which is wonderful, but we got to change it up a little bit for you. Happy those people have enjoyed it, and hopefully it's a steady part. So thanks again. Have fun. Have a great one. Stay in the midlife crisis this weekend. Good night.
Stopping at the lower taxi back.
he's a stunt double for Ringo Starr. You're listening to Harry on RadioWilder.com.
Hush, hush, baby, don't believe a word. Hush, hush, baby, don't believe a word. Well, you don't know nothing, but you believe everything that you heard. Hush, hush, just yakking all the time. Hush, hush, yakking all the time. Well, if you don't stop yakking, you're gonna drive me out of my mind. Hush, 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 hush. Hush, 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 hush. Baby, don't believe a word. Hush, hush. Baby, don't believe a word. Well, you don't know nothing, but you believe everything that you heard. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Hush, 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 hush,
You've been listening to RadioWilder.com. Yes, your GPS found the mark for great music, Wilder news flashes, great stories, and this crazy thing called life. All right here on RadioWilder.com every Friday. Thanks for listening.